So what is happening right now is rather troubling because California seems like they're content with ruining not just the California economy, but the economy in the entire United States, especially the western states. Now, I want to address what California has been doing recently, what California is trying to do again, and how this could actually hurt millions and millions of people, not just in the state of California, but all across the entire United States. So make sure you stick around and watch this entire video, and I'll explain exactly what is going on. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So what is California doing that is causing so much pain to their economy, but also the entire United States? Well, they continue to raise the minimum wage. They continue to put more pressure on businesses in order to raise their minimum wage so that the residents in California can actually afford to live in the state. Yeah, instead of the state cutting taxes or providing additional benefits, they're pushing that responsibility over to businesses. But look at this. In a recent survey, it says 98% of California fast food restaurants raise prices due to the minimum wage hike. Yeah, 98%. That's crazy. Just think about it. You got to pay more to get this cheeseburger right here and these fries. But why? Is it better ingredients? Is it faster food? Right? Is it, right? Well, what are we really paying for? Now, here's the reason why this is turning into a massive issue. Because of what this fast food industry has done. Just listen to this. It says California raised the minimum wage for fast food workers to $20 an hour. That was a $4 per hour increase. It says this pushed prices up across the board for fast food, but it also pushed prices up for other industries as well. This is why. This person says when workers realized that they could leave their current position and go and work for McDonald's and make more money, it was a no-brainer. They say they used that as leverage to get more money. And when more businesses started paying $20 per hour to keep up with the fast food industry, it caused additional inflation. Now, they are concerned that there is a cost of living crisis in the state of California. Yeah. Look at this right here. It says, California fast food workers demanding more pay. It says the median fast food worker in the U.S. earned just $13.43 an hour in 2022. But currently, they are going to make an excessive amount of money. Okay? $20 per hour. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, right, they don't get tips. Well, why would they get a tip when you're making $20 per hour? Is that a service? Right? Is there a waiter or a waitress coming out and handing you the food? No. So you just usually don't give a tip. But here's what I think is interesting. All this stuff is happening while we are still potentially going towards a recession. According to JP Morgan, they are saying that they are raising the odds of a recession to 35%. But look at this. This is what I think is interesting, and this is the article I want to talk about. It says California fast food workers demand another minimum wage increase 4 months after receiving a $4 per hour raise. Now, why are they going to demand another increase? Well, we're going to get to that. But I want to read you this comment first. I was talking to a friend of mine just recently, and this is what he had to say. Okay, we're texting back and forth, and he does own several restaurants down in California, or he's a franchisee, I guess, has several restaurants. And I asked him, how bad is this? Is this a serious problem? Because as we give certain people $20 per hour, let's say for the fast food industry, people that are receptionists, janitors, teachers, they are now leaving their current position to go and work in the fast food industry where they get $20 per hour. They get similar benefits, right? Days off, PTO, right? All this stuff, insurance. This is what he had to say. And I quote, "Yes, it is a serious problem that will only get worse. I had to increase my prices by 6.8% just to accommodate for the $20 per hour minimum wage. But now I have vendors increasing their prices to help their employees pay for price increases. So soon, I will need to increase my prices another 2% just to get back to the same profit margins I was before the minimum wage increase." So, went from $16 per hour to $20 per hour. That's was a 25% increase. Now, here's the reason why this is important to know. This person says he had to increase his prices by 6.8%. This is pretty much overnight. Now he has to increase his prices again by 2%, which would be a total of 8.8%, just to be at the same profit margins as before. Again, nothing changed. The food isn't better. They're not using different ingredients. They're not using better ingredients. It's the exact same stuff. The only difference is they're getting paid more to serve you that food. This is why some people say, don't eat fast food. Don't go to a fast food restaurant. Just don't do it. It's going to cost you more money and it's just not good for you. Now, I want to read you this article though, okay? This is the one I want to talk about. This one right here. Now, let's go down and read it. It says fast food workers in California are asking for another minimum wage hike just months after the Golden State bumped their pay from $16 to $20 per hour. It says the California Fast Food Workers Union, a branch of the Service Employees International Union, released a new list of demands at the first ever meeting of the state's Fast Food Council. Now, what are their demands? Well, I'm going to read this to you. Here's the first one. It says, the union is asking that wages for workers be raised to $20.70 per hour by January 1st, 2025. Why? To keep up with the cost of living, the rising cost of living. That's why. So they just received an increase of $4 per hour. Now they want an additional 70 cents per hour to $20.70 to keep up with the rising cost of living. This is why it's a concern, and this is why many experts believe California is ruining the economy. If California goes and increases their minimum wage to $20.70 per hour, this is only going to put more pressure on those other businesses. I talked to a friend of mine, and we were down in San Diego just recently, and went to a Big Lots, the Big Lots in Temecula. Well, this Big Lots is closing down. Talked to him recently. You know, it's a store he goes to all the time. He's a reseller, sells stuff on Amazon, buys from Big Lots, sells on Amazon. Anyway, talked to him, and he said that this is part of the problem, that the store in Temecula isn't a bad store. They don't think it's not profitable. But the reason why they're selling or they're closing the store is because it's too expensive. Now, are these people making $20 per hour? I don't know. Okay, I didn't ask. He didn't ask. But this is a concern that these retail stores, Target, Walmart, okay, Costco is probably making more than $20 an hour, but Big Lots, Best Buy, Trader Joe's, doesn't matter the store, doesn't matter the grocery store, retail store, it could be anything. But this is what he had to say. The reason why these stores are closing down, these locations, is because these employers are realizing they can't keep paying people $20 per hour just because California decided to raise the minimum wage for fast food workers. Like, okay, that's fine, that's great. They are getting $20 per hour. But for us working at Big Lots, we're getting $16, $17 per hour. So we're just going to go and work for McDonald's, make more money, get more benefits. And so now these stores, which on average these stores have between 12 and 18 employees per store, they are just leaving slowly to go and make more money. Again, because we have a cost of living crisis. The cost of living keeps rising because people are getting paid more money. Yeah. Also, it costs more just to do anything. Gas was getting more expensive. It's coming down now, but we also have a war that's potentially happening between Iran and Israel and Lebanon. right? We still have a war between Ukraine and Russia, a war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. There's multiple wars going on. So right now, while you're being shown all these stories and these news reports of what's happening in the Middle East and what's happening in Ukraine and Russia and over in Paris for the Olympics, as you're getting shown all those things, California is about to potentially push something else through, another minimum wage increase. So I just want to leave you with that, but understand right now that what California is doing could potentially crush the economy. It starts in California and then it will sweep from the west all the way to the east. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.